And this is how my day is starting. Fantastic. What is that, you might ask? Oh, that's the coffee creamer that I took out of the refrigerator and shook up, not realizing I hadn't completely closed the lid. Life with CMT. I blame CMT, but it could happen to anybody. Good morning, friends. Welcome to Thursday, December 8th. It is like 10 a.m. now, I think. Yes, 10 after 10. I'm in my kitchen. It's been a morning, but that's okay. We're going to get over it, and we are going to get things done. I've got a long list of just things to do. Thing number one, after the whole thing I'm going to show you that I'm doing, but big thing number one is I got to get over to the gym today. That's going to be a little bit difficult for me emotionally because, let me show you. What the heck, Mother Nature? 18 degrees. 18 degrees. Unbelievable. Ugh. Can't handle it. Can't handle it. But this is what I'm up to today. First and foremost, I have got to get these vegetables chopped. I'm going to chop some peppers to put in my eggs this morning because I really need to start cooking myself breakfast. I've been really bad about that this week. And these cucumbers, I just need to get these cut so, I'll actually eat them. And the other crazy thing I wanted to show you, just because, it's not that I got 4 hours and 37 minutes of sleep, because I don't think that's true at all. But there's a really random blip in the middle of my sleep tracker that's just missing. I don't know what happened. Did I get out of bed and sleepwalk last night? But no, because then it would be like bright blue or pink or something. My Fitbit tracker just kind of stopped. I don't know what happened, but that's interesting. So there's that. I saw that and I was like, oh, okay then. Let's do the tea. I didn't drink the tea yesterday. I ran out of time. So I had yesterday's. Today's the 8th. 8th. Gosh, it smells good. I say it every day, but it smells really good. Today we have organic ginger pear. Huh. Well, I got a whole lot of fruity options happening here. What do we got? What do we got? I can't read that through the viewfinder. It says 1, low caffeine. So there's a little bit of caffeine, but it's low caffeine. Interesting. So maybe I will have this in the afternoon and this later in the day. Sounds good to me. Oh, and we're going to fill in the picture. Look, I was so right. Look at that. Look at that. It's perfect. Oh, I love it. All right, I am going to get a move on because it's already later in the morning and I've got stuff to do. Here is breakfast/lunch because it is 11:15. My gosh, this day, I tell you what. It is egg whites, typical, with peppers, typical, and my bacon bits, but I threw some spinach in there and I don't have any cheese on there. I'm trying to see if I can control my dairy intake just a little bit because I don't know if the acne problems that I've been having are from too much dairy, because all of my protein stuff is dairy. Everything is whey. So between that and the fact that I eat yogurt, I eat that fat-free cheese, I eat so much dairy. So I'm not going to eliminate it from my diet, but I'm just trying to lessen it where I can so I can enjoy my dairy-filled Quest bar or my whey protein donut or whatever. So no cheese on the eggs this morning. I have my light English muffin with 1 point's worth of the I can't believe it's not butter spread. I looked at them back. Doesn't look like there's any dairy in here. I could be wrong. I don't know, but it's just a little bit as opposed to covering my eggs and cheese. And oranges for 0 points. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points as per usual. friends. It is about 4:30 p.m. and as you can see, I have been a busy little house cleaning bee. What did you see me do? I vacuumed, which doesn't seem like a big deal, especially in a little 2-bedroom condo, but vacuum cleaning is not an easy thing for me, especially when you gotta haul the thing out of the closet, and it's a great vacuum cleaner, but it's still large, and I'm still a weakling, so that's always an exhausting thing, although I will say, my little bionic legs actually help. They help me keep my energy up a little bit, which is today not saying much because I'm still wiped, but you know, one thing at a time. One of these days I'll actually get enough sleep that actually resets me and makes me wake up with energy, but this week it just hasn't been it. I don't know what's going on, but it's just making me sad. It's probably a little bit of winter and the ending of daylight savings time and a little bit of the cold weather and a little bit of PMS and a little bit of everything. And, you know, such is life. It's fine. It is what it is. But I vacuumed. I used the little Swiffer wet thing, which is my equivalent of mopping, just to kind of give the floor a little extra clean. I put the laundry away, more laundry. Can you believe it? I've put away like 5 or 6 loads of laundry this week. Oh, I was just thinking about how I washed another one and I was thinking it was still in the dryer, but no, I put that away too. So the laundry is done. And I'm making chicken in the crock pot. I don't know if I was able to film that very well. I felt like that was not worth setting up a tripod just to film me putting a little bit of spices on chicken breasts. All I'm doing is, it's the simplest thing ever. I'm just making pulled chicken. I bought this chicken from Sam's Club, and my husband and I both agreed that it was not very good quality chicken. And I don't know if it was just the batch happened to be bad or it got funky because I froze it, which isn't usually the case, or if it was just Sam's Club chicken and I need to start buying my chicken from somewhere else. It had a very weird texture when I made it, and I made it the same way I always make it, which is moist and tasty. So it was just weird, and I was like, well, what am I supposed to do with the other breasts I have? So I threw them in a crock pot with a little bit of Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of chicken broth, and I'm making pulled chicken because you can do anything with pulled chicken. And I have leftover quinoa, and I have barbecue sauce, and I'm going to make a barbecue chicken quinoa bowl thing for dinner. Super healthy, no dairy, and yeah, really easy. And because I'm singing at my other church, my bigger church this weekend, I'm going to be singing at 1 service on Saturday night and 3 services on Sunday, which means that I'm not going to be doing much cooking. So, hubby will have something to eat. He will also have something to eat when he gets home tonight, although his flight has already been delayed an hour, so I don't know what time he's actually getting home. So, what else have I showed you? I showed you me wrapping presents. I'm sorry, this is ridden with like ums and uhs and whatever, but first thing is I'm sitting here going, why am I having such a difficult time breathing? As an asthmatic, that happens sometimes, but it's weird because I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm not doing anything except holding the camera. But, so that's one place where my mind keeps wandering off. It's weird because I'm having a hard time taking a full breath. And the other thing I'm doing is trying to figure out what exactly I'm trying to say to you. You saw a couple Fitbit updates as my day was going on. I'm currently at 8,500 steps out of my 10,000, and I have not left the house yet. And my desire to go outside, it's going to sound like an excuse, and I hate it. I hate it. So many of you watch me for weight loss stuff, and I'm just making the excuse. I don't want to go outside. It's freaking freezing. I showed you guys the 18-degree thing today. I did not go outside once. I went to the heated garage downstairs to get something out of my car, but I have not gone outside. The coldest I'm going to expose myself to today is to go down to the mailbox, which is still inside, but it's enclosed in like the frozen entryway, so it'll be nice and chilly in there. But, because I'm so close to my step goal, I could not do anything physical and I'd still hit my step goal and my activity goal and feel satisfied with that. But I wanted to get some regular, not just cleaning, but like working out physical activity. So I think what I'm going to do, I have those Leslie Sansone walk away the pounds type videos, and I'm not going to do one of the videos because I want to watch a movie or TV or something, but I'm going to do the concept of the video and get my steps and stuff in here, get my heart rate up, and then maybe do an ab workout here and some stretching. because I've got time, because Mister's not coming home anytime soon, apparently. So I think I'm going to do that so I get some legit workout in. I told you what my plans are for dinner, so that is the plan. I haven't done anything office-wise except pick up a few things in my office, and my office also turned into, as you saw, my Christmas wrapping station. So I might do some work type stuff this evening because I really need to get some blog posts written. I am a terrible blogger. I'm a terrible blogger. Seriously, I haven't posted a blog post except for one like product review that I needed to get done because I had to in like 3 weeks, maybe even a month. Oh my God. Terrible. I'll tell you this. Let me tell you guys a secret. There are, and maybe it's a secret, maybe it's not. I don't know how many of you, my lovely viewers, what your career paths are, what you do for a living. But I'm willing to bet that most of you probably have a job or had a job at some point in your life. I know there are some people that are since retired that watch me and whatnot, but you probably worked for a living, right? And I know that a lot of people, don't ask me how I know this, but I know there are some guru gossipy type websites out there that I am nowhere near popular enough to be a subject of. But I know they're there. I might have stumbled upon them at one point or another. And I know that a lot of people really kind of look down on housewife type people, specifically housewives without children. Like, what kind of line of work is that? You don't have any kids and you don't have a job. So what the heck do you do all day? Well, let me tell you this, and I might play the disability card just a little bit, but in general, people that I've talked to and this subject comes up, they all agree with me. Taking care of the house and taking care of your husband is a full-time job. It's one of those phenomena where no matter how long or how short your to-do list is, the amount of time you have, your tasks will fill the amount of time that you have available in a given day. So if I was not a blogger and YouTuber, I could still manage to fill my day and come home, even if I don't leave, completely exhausted at the end of the day from doing things like cooking and cleaning and laundry and bills and grocery shopping. Grocery shopping is a big killer. And errand running and all that stuff. And then doing things like going and singing at church and blah, 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 evening activities. And I'm not saying this to be like, guys, let up. Because none of you are even saying anything like that about me specifically. But I know that the generalized opinion is there that housewives don't do anything. It's different when you're a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home mom is known as a full-time job. But let me tell you, from personal experience, that being a housewife is a full-time gig. And for me, at least, it can be an exhausting one. And my husband, thankfully, is very well aware. He's like, you could sit around and eat bonbons all day. I don't know why he picks bonbons of all things. Eat bonbons all day and watch TV. And he's like, but you don't. And I don't think you'd be happy doing that. And I said, no, I wouldn't be happy doing that. Which is why I have the blog and YouTube channel to start with. But then there is the dilemma of being a housewife and being a YouTuber / blogger. And I'm not lying to you when I say there's not enough hours in the day to do both. Or at least I feel like there's not enough hours in the day to do both. I could very easily devote 8 hours a day, 10, 12 hours a day to producing content, to writing and photographing and videoing and being one of the big million subscriber YouTuber type personalities, without the million subscribers, of course, but like put that kind of work in it. But then everything else that I'm responsible for, first and foremost, because my husband's working, his job is to make sure we've got the money. My job is to make sure the house stays intact. That would suffer so greatly. And I don't know why I'm even ranting about this. I don't remember what got me started on it, but it's just one of those things. I'm like, you people are probably listening to me go, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I don't have time to do this. Oh, I'm a terrible blogger. I haven't posted in a month. Maybe I just need a chance to throw myself a little pity party. I don't know. This is just what I'm feeling. I'm like, man, I really want to do this blogger, YouTuber thing. I also really want to make sure, like, first and foremost, that my husband's a happy camper. And the whole fitness thing on top of it. Do you guys ever feel like this? I don't think many of you are bloggers or YouTubers like I am, but do you ever get that feeling where you're like, I have technically one job, but it feels like I have 3 or 4 jobs actually, and none of them, well, where do you give and where do you take, and what gets pushed to the back burner and what gets put priority? How do you guys balance life? Yeah. I don't know what sent me on this rant. I've clearly been not talking to anybody today because all of a sudden I sat down and felt the need to unload on you guys. So I apologize for that, but this video hasn't been all that interesting or all that chatty for that matter today. So that's all I've got. On that note, I'm going to go do some physical activity, get showered, I was going to say comfortable, but I'm in workout clothes, so I'm already comfortable. And just get on with my day. Thank you for listening to my rant. Leave your comments below. Thanks. In case anybody was curious, that whole shredding your chicken in the KitchenAid mixer thing actually works. This took like 30 seconds, and I had to do no work. It was awesome. Now you know. Alright, so here's my not very attractive looking, but pretty tasty dinner. It is 3 Smart Points worth of quinoa that I had left over, 5 ounces of the chicken, which I think is 4 Smart Points. I haven't looked yet. It's 4 or 5 for 5 ounces of chicken, and then it's just some barbecue sauce and a little bit of light ranch dressing. I saw that it was in our refrigerator, so I went, why not? Then it will have a barbecue chicken ranch salad flavor type thing without the salad. Hello, it is 8:15 p.m. and I'm just hopping on here to sign off for the night. I know it seems a little bit early, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video all completed before my husband got home, and I want to finish doing up a couple things in my office, and just wanted to call it a night a little bit early tonight because I'm hoping to get to bed at a reasonable hour, though knowing how life is when my husband's home, that's not going to happen because for some reason, he insists on staying up late. Do any of you have that problem with your husbands or significant others? Like, I don't know what it is. I love him to pieces, but I feel like when it comes to getting him to go to bed, he's a child. And no, I just gotta stay up and watch some of the hockey game, or I just gotta stay up and do this. I'm still hungry. I have to eat something. I'm like, are you 5? Let's go to bed because we gotta get up in the morning like adults do, you know? I don't know. And I mean, I guess it's because he's always up late during the week because he's working, but I'm like, wouldn't that be a good reason to go to bed earlier when you're home and not necessarily working? Anyway. That's neither here nor there. I just want to be done working and not trapped in my office trying to get this video done because I've been working really hard on making sure the videos are done and rendered and everything and ready for me to hit upload before I go to bed at night. So all I have to do is hop on the computer first thing in the morning, click the upload button, and then I go make my coffee, do whatever. And it's a process and a routine that's been working for me, but that means I need to, finish the video at night. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. What else has happened? Oh, I potentially have a new Weight Watchers friendly mug cake type recipe thing. Not even a mug cake. It was a bowl cake. I can't remember the name of the Instagram guy. He took over the Weight Watchers Instagram a couple weeks ago. And I started following him because of that. Because I was like, oh, I actually like what you're doing. A couple of the recipes he had, because he's a big guy, so he has to have like big high volume man food, and he had some really interesting recipes, like a giant waffle made out of Quest protein, and he had a mug cake type thing, but it wasn't a mug, it was a bowl, and he had the whole recipe laid out on Instagram. And I had everything. It basically involved Quest protein. What else was in there? There was an egg in there, and I have plenty of eggs now that hubby eats eggs all the time. And cocoa powder. He had special dark cocoa powder, so that might have added an extra point for me because I had regular cocoa powder. But cocoa powder and 1/3 of a cup of unsweetened applesauce, some baking powder, I think a little bit of almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. I will tell you about it once I've perfected it, but it was a cake, a legitimate like whole bowl, like cereal bowl size cake that you make in the microwave for 3 smart points. For me, it was probably closer to 4 smart points because of the other cocoa powder, but still 4 smart points. And guys, it didn't taste that bad either. Like, sometimes I tried a Hungry Girl mug cake that was used making protein powder, and I just didn't like it. And I love a lot of the Hungry Girl stuff. I just didn't like this mug cake. I was like, oh. So I was skeptical. But there's something about this combination of ingredients that actually worked, and it actually tasted kind of like real cake. I was super stoked. So I'm going to play with that recipe a little bit, see if I can get it to be like a bomb, awesome recipe, and then I will share it with you guys. No guarantees it will be during Vlogmas. Hopefully, maybe. I'm feeling a little bit creative now, but of course I did all my grocery shopping for the week, so I'm not going to be able, well, if I really needed to run to Walmart, I could, but I try to avoid excess running to the store, especially when it's freezing outside. But anyway, so stay tuned for that. Something might be in the works thanks to this guy's Instagram, and I will let you know what his Instagram is. Actually, hang on. This was the Instagram account, Mud Hustler Official, and he took over the Weight Watchers account, and so I started following him because I liked what he posted. This waffle thing here was one of the things he posted on the Weight Watchers one, but this post was the cake that I tried. And he has the whole recipe there. Go ahead and pause that if you want to not wait for me. Pause this video and take that down. But it actually worked. It actually worked. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Whoa, come on, white balance. Come on. There we go. What was that all about? My goodness. Anyway, on that long and rambly note, as per usual, I'm going to go. Oh, and if you're trying to figure out what's in the background there, it's Shark Tank. I love the Shark Tank. It's just a fascinating show to me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Take care. Feel free to leave all of your comments about any of the rants and ramblings that I did today, because I know I had a really long random rant in there somewhere down below for me to read. I always love reading your guys' comments, and I try to respond to every single one of you because it is so special to me that you took 2 seconds out of your time to type me a little note. So that's all I have to say about that. Have a great night, and guess what? Tomorrow is Friday. Yay! Good night, guys.